All right, welcome back to whatever you would, this like YouTube channel thing.
Back to the shit show.
So this is not a video on this. We are just wiring this thing together to get it out, and then, you know, the part 2 of the Jeep build will be later on this week, maybe, I don't know. But I got Garrett here. Hello. And we're just, like I said, we're just wiring this together to get it crunk and moved out. And then what we're doing is, I haven't shown my Miata much on the channel, but this is my Miata. I put a motor and trans in it. The motor's got around 90,000 miles or so, and so does the trans. It ran last night, thanks to Garrett. And
I poured gas in it. I did nothing.
But the problem is I couldn't get enough fuel to the front, and I was like, oh, the relay's bad. So I checked all the relays because I have the Miata Cart that runs back there, and it wasn't that. So I checked the fuel pump and pulled it up, and it's literally nothing but rust. So the whole fuel tank and everything. So what we're doing is we're taking this fuel tank out, and we're getting the fuel tank from the Miata Cart, which is back there, and we're gonna put it in this. And so, because the fuel tank looks brand new in the Miata Cart, it probably is, honestly, because I went to pull the fuel pump out, and it looked like it had been replaced, and it looked good. So
It's always nice.
Yeah.
Not having to buy new parts.
Yeah.
You already have the parts.
Yeah. So hopefully we're gonna get that done today. You have to pull the whole subframe down in order to get the tank out, so it's gonna be definitely fun, maybe a little bit of a challenge, but we'll see. All right, so now that we've figured out the wiring situation here, everything is working here with the new switch panel that I put in my Jeep. This wasn't supposed to be a video on my Jeep.
Allegedly.
But we just wanted to let you guys know we have figured this out after we couldn't figure it out. So it's working now. And then we are still working on that, but we have plenty of time.
We're not. We haven't touched that yet.
Well, we got these super big wheels on. I don't know if this is going to keep being in the channel. Garrett says he wants to try and fix it. And maybe we fix it and do some sweet donuts in it or something. I think that'd be cool. Or we just cut like the trunk off, and then like the roof, and then take the doors and the fenders, and we build like a roll cage around it. We have like a huge fat go-kart.
That would be sick.
Just thoughts.
I like this car.
Now we're gonna move it. This is how you pull a town car. All right, well, we got the cart pulled back up here thanks to my Jeep, and we're about to pull the fuel tank out of this beast. It looks like it has a new one in it, almost. But anyway, about to pull the fuel tank out of this to put in that. Okay, when you get to this point, the subframe is pretty easy to remove. So there's gonna be, obviously it's pretty easy on here because there's no body, but there's 3 bolts and then 3 bolts. They're pretty big. You can't miss them. They're right under this. And then you got these 2 where the shock mount is that holds it in. And that'll release the subframe. Obviously I didn't have to do much because there's not much on, you know, here.
First step, sawzall the trunk off your car.
Basically. So we still got this one to do, and it's gonna be hell. But this one was quite easy. There's 4 bolts and a tab holding the gas tank actually in. You take those out and drop it down, and you can undo the hoses, which are right out there. But we can actually pick the tank up and move it out. I just wanted to give you guys an update. Watch Garrett go. Look at him. And that's how you remove a tank from a Miata Cart. Right? And now we got to do this one. That was actually really fast. So yeah, we gotta do this one. This one definitely have to take the freaking wheels off because yeah, you actually don't have anything here. See you guys next update. All right, look how far we've gotten. So we got the subframe down from the rear of the real Miata, the one I'm going to be driving, and we are about to attempt to take the gas tank out. We didn't unhook the beam or the drive shaft. We just thought we would do this super quick.
You should probably unhook the beam in the drive.
All right, let's try and take this gas tank out, shall we? We'll update you guys here in a bit. All right, this just goes to show that you need a second opinion here. I was just gonna hook this thing up and fire it up and see if it worked. Garrett, was like, let's put the fuel in a bottle and see what comes out first. And
The lines in the bottom.
Yeah.
See what comes out.
And look at that.
That's why we had to put a different tank in.
So what you're seeing here is what that tank right there that we pulled out of this car actually looks like on the inside. It's so bad. But the new tank is in and we are clearing the lines as we speak. It's pretty bad. So at first I was kind of sad because it wasn't turning the fuel pump on, and then I come over here and messed with the mass airflow and started throwing fuel to the motor, and that's what came out. So luckily he had a really good idea.
Well, that's a good thing that it was janky and it didn't pump at first, because I was being stupid. You removed the lines to the fuel rail, and I put the lines that were still connected to the fuel rail into the bottles, and the actual feed lines coming from the tank were just open. So if it pumped, all that mud would have went all over the place in there.
So yeah, always check.
Always double check. Always.
So after getting all the bad fuel out of it, or the dirty fuel, this is going to be the first start of this engine and transmission that I put together in here. So
With the new old tank.
yeah, with the new old tank. This tank comes from the Miata Cart, so the heart of the Miata Cart will be in this car.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's start it.